I ain't going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and go all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all growing life. Still nobody knows, but I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays.
Wow,
Way back a year ago. Year ago.
Wow,
I ain't going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and go all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all growing life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago. I really think it's not.
Mega love shout out to everyone at pak na pak ang tigyawat ko sa noo. Maganda umaga, tanghali, gabi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Ayan, may nakalimutan pa ako. Wait lang guys. There. O, 'di ba ang kulit? And ulitin natin. Mega, mega love shout out mga bida, sabi ni admin ko. Ayan. And of course, andyan na rin si Shirley. Andyan si Nick Nick. O, diba? And syempre, ang aking board vlogger, Tamsag Shared IC Fit Yahoo. Mega love shout out everyone. Magandang buhay. O, diba? Naririnig ko yung sarili ko, guys. Ayan. So, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. Ayan. And of course, magandang umaga, tanghali, gabi. This is a multi-live stream and of course, multilingual live stream where we are going to talk about getting mentally and emotionally fit. That's what it's all about today, every Saturday usually. But lately, I've been doing this treat day twice a month where it's still going to be like that. Ayan. Dahil tinatigyawat ka, napatunayan kung normal na tao ka talaga. Ganon. Para bang hindi normal, ay hindi pa pala naka-open yung lights ko sa likod. Charan! O, diba? Uy, normal naman ako. Hindi, sabi ng nanay ko, abnormal daw ako. Ayan. At dahil nandiyan si board vlogger, for sure, we're going to talk about today is being mental, emotional. Ayan, that's the theme of today. Every Saturday, that's usually our theme, where we are building a community where you could actually express yourself. Ayan, we can talk about anything except for politics and religion. Melskit! Oh, di ba? Super love from Kenneth Corpus. Oh, di ba? Talaga naman si Melskit. Oh, mapapapremyuhan ka niyan sa Pasko. Sabay ganun na. Tapos biglang inabangan. But, ayan, as I've said, guys, if you're English speaker, if you're Tagalog speaker, Japanese speaker, Portuguese speaker, that's all the languages as far as I know that I could talk or have a conversation with. So don't be shy to interact with me because Saturday is an interaction day. And kay Samantha M. O, di ba? Samantha M. Mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to you as well. Mega love shout out sa iyo, gandang host. Ay, mas maganda ka pa sa akin kasi ako may tigyawat. So, don't bother about my pimples. I'm breaking out, o, diba? And of course, don't be shy to talk in Tagalog, English. I'll translate it for you guys if I can, but because our general language is English, so everyone can relate, everyone can pitch in, and everyone can actually have a conversation because that's very important. These days conversation doesn't really happen anymore. We have all these gadgets. We always talk online, or we can't even talk to each other anymore because even if we're together, a lot of people usually are so focused on their phone, diba? Alalalal. Akala ko lunal. Mo lang yan, gandang host, bagay naman sa'yo. You know what? Next time, I'm gonna put like a black thing on here because it's not going away. So I'm gonna pretend it's a mole. Ayan, nunal in Tagalog. Ayan. Matuto kayo mag-Tagalog, guys, at matuto kayo mag-English. Don't ever get discouraged when you speak English, guys, because everything, it starts with, trying to speak in English as much as you can, of course. And, if you are trying to speak another language, the most important thing, it doesn't matter if you are trying to basically, like study hard textbook or stuff like that, which usually happens in Japan. They're really good at textbook. They're really good at writing English. They're so focused on grammar. But at the end of the day, if you're not speaking it, if you're not having a conversation in English, you wouldn't really get to practice it. You're going to get embarrassed or shy speaking another language. So you wouldn't really remember it. So that's one of the things that you can benefit talaga, guys. That's one of the things that actually ICEE Fit is offering you guys is the chance to practice your English. Kahit English karabaw pa yan, I'm trying my hard as much as I can to share everything I know, to share or have, like a hub, like a community. That's just what I wanted to do. Have a community where we can have a conversation, where we can actually express ourselves without having that kind of, like we're not going to kind of feel that whatever we're going to say is super dumb because I do say dumb shit. I do say stupid shit sometimes. But it's one of the things that I just feel like, because I'm talkative person. I feel like I'm one of those persons that if I didn't talk, there's something wrong with me. Ganon, o, 'di ba? Ayan. But, yos, mas lalo ka pang gumanda. Oo, talaga. So, guys, do you like my hairdo? I tried, but that's all I could do right now. But I hope you like everything I do today. Todo na to! Ganyan. Para matuwa kayo lahat, guys. And of course, if you want to talk with me as well, you can always, tell me that you want to come up and talk to me. And if you're new to this channel, of course, try to interact with people on the live chat first. Like, let us meet you first. So usually I let people come up here, but people that I usually are regulars. I mean regulars in the live chat or in this channel. Because sometimes we do have people that, guys, there are people out there that come up, but they're doing something that is not applicable for the channel. Ganon. Kinig lang ako dito habang nag-skincare. Kinigyawat din ako sa pisngi pero hindi siya bumukol. Namula lang ng konti. Ikaw na yung shala. With me, guys, I think this is one of the things because as I've said before, and if you're not new to this channel, I've been doing this diet and I am, as far as I know, I'm being consistent with my diet. And I think that's one of the things that's why my skin, my face are freaking out because, I'm introducing my body to new diet, which is low carbs because I'm trying to lose fat. I wanted to have a goal of abs. I want to have abs. Because guys, there are people out there that like because they know that I sorry if I did that. Some people usually like um judge me because I'm a personal trainer, and I know the responsibility of being a personal trainer is you have to look good all the time. That's just kind of like the downside of being a personal trainer is because who you talking to? Oh, be gloopy because I'm doing multi-stream. So you're on Twitch. So I'm talking to the other stream that I'm having. This is like kind of like multilingual. So be gloopy because you're new to this channel and I'm trying to like figure out like like streaming on Twitch as well. From time to time I try to stream on Twitch. So that's who I'm talking to. The people on the other community. Ayan. But be gloopy, mega, mega, mega. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love shout out to you. Ayan. So that's who I'm talking to. Wow, no carbs diet. So you'll probably see it on the screen like this one. There, you could probably see that. So, wow, no carbs diet. Sarap pa naman magkanin. No, it's not really no carbs. It's low carb. I'm on a low carb diet because oh, okay, yes. But I do see you be gloopy. I just don't really know because I'm still a beginner or like I'm new to Twitch. So I'm still new on how to do, like both. Like I don't know how to pin your, stuff like that. I'm trying big gloopy. I'm trying to make it as good as it is, but for now, this is just what you get. But I hope it's not that bad. Anyways, ayan. So I'm on a low carb diet, but every twice a month, every 2 weeks, I do cheat day. But sometimes I do cheat meal and cheat day. Like because it's Saturday, it's usually I kind of like do it on Saturday. So next week will be cheat day, which means I'm going to eat live again. And if you have any like recommendations or anything that you want me to see live, like stuff that comes from Japan that you want me to kind of like eat in front of you guys, let me know. Connect with me on social media, on my social media, so you can actually tell me what you want to see in Japan food wise, like that what interests you in Japan or about Japan food wise, guys, food wise. But today you can ask anything if you want that. Pero isa din talagang panira ng balat yung stress. Kahit anong skincare mo or healthy ng diet, pag stress ka, malolosyang talaga. True, true, true. And be gloopy because I'm in like multilingual live stream as well. We have Tagalog, which is a Filipino language, and I do translate that. So basically, we're building a community where everyone can communicate with each other. That's what these streams are for. So, anyways, ayan, true. But I don't think this this breaking out, my face breaking out is about stress, but that's one of the things. Actually, in Japan, if you're not asking, well, you're not asking, but I'll tell you guys anyways. In Japan, when you're breaking out, like when I go to a dermatologist, when I go to my dermatologist, o di ba may dermatologist ang peg mo? Ah, di ba? Naloka ko na. Wait nga lang guys, ayan, ba't di ko makita? Ayan. When I go to a dermatologist, and oh, di ba? Razelma official Yahoo! Andito na yung idol ko. Mwah, 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 mwah. And of course, kay Nick Fernandez. Ayan, our TikTok star, Nick Fernandez. If you're on TikTok, please do follow Nick Fernandez. He's very, very cute over there. And yun, mega, mega love shout out. Kombanga sa'yo, Nick. Eat lang ako saglit, boss. Huwag mo kong patayan dyan, ha? Dyan ka lang, admin. Ayan. So, as I've said earlier, so when I go to a dermatologist in Japan, usually, I would ask, is it, like, is it my hormone? Usually it's hormones. So that's what they usually say. It's about, your hormones are all over the place. But as well, they would say otherwise and stuff like that. But the thing is, they always tell you it's all about stress. You're having stress. And that's one of the things that I actually wanted to talk about you guys, because I actually wanted to do an upload about this. But, since I'm going to do a live stream today, I just thought I'm going to talk about it on this day. So you can actually interact rather than watch me. Or if I'm going to upload it, then you couldn't interact with me live or on time. So that's what I'm going to do today. So we're going to talk about stress. And, one of the things that I really think, and that's why ICEE Fit is here, diba? ICEE Fit is here. I like that sound. Is because, like some people do really have a hard time expressing themselves. Like they don't know how to express themselves. It's either they know how to express it, but they don't know what kind of words are they going to use. Like they would use words that are very hurtful, and I do this sometimes as well, but it depends on who I am talking to. Ang ganda talaga ni host, sana all na lang. Uy, kala mo hindi siya maganda si Razelma. Ganun, maganda ka rin naman, Razelma. Ikaw naman, oh. Ayan, pa-humble. Kayo talagang mga pa-humble kayo. Ayan, diba? So, one of those things are that one. So, it's usually kind of really, really the thing that I think a lot of you guys could actually really need to learn in life is how to express yourselves. Contact lens lang sapat na, baka naman. Ay, pag nagkita tayo, Razelma, ayan, pag nagkita tayo, abisuhan mo ko. Ayan. Uy, guys, guys, these contact lens actually, because in Japan, contact lens are very, very expensive. Like, really, really expensive, especially if we're talking about like 1 year contact lens, those 12 months usable contact lens. It's really, really pretty expensive. So, the thing is, this is not a sponsor, you guys, okay? This is not a sponsor. It's just something that I saw. And this sounds dumb, but I saw it on Facebook, and there's a lot of, like influencers and, like people. I usually try to review stuff before I buy something, but because this one is actually pretty cheap, it's like called TTDI or something like that. Well, I hope it doesn't, like I don't feel bad about my eye. Like there's really nothing going on, like, so I think if you are kind of like, it's okay for you guys to buy something online. That's one of the things that I actually buy my contact lens. And this is 1 year. Like I can actually use this for a year. So that's one. So Razelma, if you are going to see me, make sure you tell me a month or something because usually they ship like 3 weeks. O, di ba? Pag shipping, talo pa ako sa shipping. Mas mahal pa yung shipping kaysa sa binili kong contact lens. Di ba? So, yun guys. So, that's one of the things. Maybe try that. TTDI. Yes. Because I do like using contact lens. It makes your eye pop, especially when you're trying to be on camera. As much as I can, I want you guys to see how I react on things. So I usually use contact lens. And it's something, it's different. Titi. Ayan na naman tayo sa titi. Ayan, kanina pa yan naririnig ko yung titi na yan. Iniiba ko na nga yung utak ko eh. Hindi ko na nga iniisip yung titi eh. Kayo naman titi ka na titi. Kakaasar na kayo ah. Hindi. Titi, let's see. Titi, TTDI, I think. That's what it's called. Huwag kayong ganyan. Ayan, nagpapaka-behave na nga yung tao eh. I'm trying to be behave. So, if you're new to this channel and you're watching, ayan, if you don't want to interact, it's fine. I do appreciate you watching on this one. But, sometimes if you're new here, be very aware that I'm pretty naughty. So sometimes, if you're not in that naughty side, I hope you kind of like be aware and tolerate my naughtiness. Ayun yun guys. Bala kayo dyan. Ayan. And kung na-offend ko naman kayo sa pagiging naughty ko, ayan, bala kayo. Kayo pumasok dito. Ayan. But that's one of the things. So, stress. We're going back to the word stress. Yes, stress is one of the things that makes you look really, really bad. So, how do you express stress? How do you express yourself when it comes to stress? Because for me, and this is just my observation, you guys, sometimes like when you're stressed, it's either you deny that you're stressed or it's like every little thing you stress about, which is kind of like not good. And I've seen both things, I've seen both kind of like character. Like there are people that doesn't really care and there's people that actually every little thing that's happening, they give a shit. So every little second of the day is stressful. And those are the things that I feel like I can share some of my, like mindset, like how I deal with this stuff. Because, like when you grow as an adult or when you grow as a person, one of the things that you should actually be very kind of like try to realize is how to manage stress. That's one of the things. And I've seen people like they've been in this world for 30 years, even 40 years or 50. They still doesn't know how to handle stress. And I'm not saying this because I'm perfect. I've always say this, guys. I'm not having this channel because I feel like I know everything. I don't know everything. And it's kind of like a blessing for me, at least, to realize that I don't have to know everything. I don't give a shit for some things. So, one of those things is like, this is one of the reasons that I kind of built this channel and it became a live stream like this is because $33.98 yung contacts sa TTDI. I like that word, TTDI. Yes, di ba? O hindi. Like, when I first buy from TTDI, actually, it cost me $12, I think. That's why I was kind of paranoid if it's going to harm my eye, but so far it doesn't. O, 'di ba? Ginawang guinea pig yung sarili niya, 'di ba? But yeah, so one of the things is like that. So yeah, I thought I bought it for $12 because I had coupons. I love coupons, guys. I'm a fan of coupon. I really love using coupons. Basta mura, go ako diyan, ayan, 'di ba? Sabi nila, mamahalin lang ako tingnan. O, 'di ba? Kahit wala nagtatanong. But the thing is, I love it when it's cheap. Like, like I like it cheap, especially, if it's pandemic and you have a bunch of things you want to buy or there's a lot of things you want to do in life, you have to budget your money. Like you have to save and you basically have to manage stress, manage, money. It's like all those things. And I'm one of those persons that I'm really, really cheap when it comes to money because I have people to feed. 'Di ba? Ganun. Yun lang pala yun, may pinapakain lang ako, yun, guys. May 50% discount sila ngayon, tas free shipping pag over $25 yung purchase. Exactly. I wonder what would look good on board. Hmm. I wonder if, like blue ones would look good on you. Like mine. Like mine is blue. Like, can you see it? 'Di ba? Ayan. Akala mo lasing lasing. Hoy, hindi ako lasing, guys, masaya lang ako. I'm just really happy, because I don't know. I thought it will be just me and my admin today. But you came, especially you bored, you came. Roselma, you came. Nick, you came, and people that are lurking around, ayan, you guys came. So I'm happy. Like, I'm really happy. And of course, kay Giv, o, di ba? Si Giv, si Madam. Akala ko nakalimutan na ako ni Madam. But andito si Madam. Mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to you, Madam. Gusto ko pula, pang aswang. Mangangagat ako. Yes, I actually like when I was looking over there, the TTDI was like looking on. There's actually one. I think it's like anime for anime cosplay. And remember, board when you guessed on mine, we were doing cosplay. So September. Next is Burr month na, guys. So you know what's gonna happen. It's going to be November again. So definitely we're going to cosplay again. Andito na naman si Madam. Ayan na naman. Ang mga pa-cherry-cherry na mapula, ayan. Wala na talaga. Magagawa tong sexually fit. Kayo talaga. Uy. Ayan. Diba? Just lurking around. Oh, diba? Thank you, madam. Mwah, 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 mwah. Ayan, diba? Thank you so much. So, again, as I've said, there are people that can manage stress. And of course, there are people that, like cannot manage stress. So those are the things that I think, when you're stressed about something, sometimes it does come out on your face. Sometimes you break out. But with me, I just want to be cleared. I'm not stressed. this is Definitely because of my hormones, and I think it's because of my diet. I'm changing my diet, and one of the things that I feel when I'm breaking out like this big is because I'm changing food. I'm changing my diet. It happens with me when I was in America. So I pretty much kind of like expected it. Wow! Si Edward's channel andito. Naalala ko ni Edwards. Mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to Edwards. Thank you naman. Kala ko nakalimutan mo na ako, Edwards. Bakit di kita makita dito, Edwards? Asan ka, Edwards? Ayan. Tama ba yung pinupuntahan ko? Ba't di ko siya nakita? Pero sa streamer, nakita ko siya. Ikaw, Edwards, tinataguan mo ko ha. Asan ka na, Edwards? Ayan, wait lang guys. Ayan. And syempre kay Becky ka, top success. Ayan, how's your holiday, Becky ka? Buti ka pa nakapag-holiday sa Pilipinas. Ako, probably next year, guys. Probably I'll be in the Philippines next year. So, watch out for me. Watch out, Pilipinas next year yan, guys. Ayan. Ayun, dun na si Edwards. Asan ka na, Edwards? Ba't di kita makita? Huwag mo muna ako iwan. Asan ka na? Ba't di ko siya makita dito? Sa StreamYard nakikita ko. Ano ba yan? Niloloko mo pa ako, Edwards. Huwag mo ako niloloko. O, di ba? Ayan, and mega love shout out Becky Cam from Board Vlogger and Admin. Ayan. Yes, Board. Natandaan ko. White collar ng suot ko noon. Ano daw? Anong pinag-uusapan nila dyan? Yeah. Tanda ko yan. First guesting ko sa'yo. Sobrang awesome. Diba, no? Kailan kaya masusundan yan? Ito si Madam Gif eh. Hinihintay ko to eh. And of course, guys, for those people that actually like asking me when is the guesting coming back, if it's ever going to come back, yes, it would. Bakit di ko siya makita dito, Edwards? Ano nangyayari sa ano ko? Sa YouTube. Nakikita niyo si Edwards, guys? Bakit sa YouTube di ko siya nakikita? Guys, anong problema nito? Ayan. So, if you're asking, Edwards, I do see you. I don't know what's happening. Ayan. Ano daw? Wait lang. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Diba? Admin Mega Love shout out. But I do see it here though. Diba? Ba't ganun? Kaloka. Ayan. Kumusta ka na, Edwards? Ayan, na sexy pa rin. Of course naman, ito naman para naman pinapanalangin mong tumaba ako. Hindi ko din siya makita. 'Di ba? Pero nakikita ko siya dito. Ano nangyayari sa'yo, Edwards? Why? Nakikita mo siya board, Gif, Becky Kang. Do you see Edwards on live chat? Ayan. Wala siya sa live chat. Si Edwards, naka-hide ata. Bakit naman nag-hide yan? Hindi naman siya naka-hide sa akin. Sino nag-hide sa kanya? Guys, aminin nyo na. Sino nag-hide sa inyo, guys? Ayan, lahat kayo moderator ha. Pwede nyo gawin yon. Sorry, Iga na sexy. Now lang lumutang po. Oo nga. It's been a while, Edwards. How are you? How have you been? Ayan. And syempre sa BFF kong nagse-celebrate ng birthday yesterday. Di ba? Happy birthday again to you and to all the people that are celebrating their birthday today and this month. I do have shorts if you want. I'm singing happy birthday to all of my August babies. Ayan, thank you to you guys. Rian Kitchen at iba pa. And syempre kay Nick, mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to you both. Ayan, BFF. O, diba? Ay, wow, kaloka. BFF mo rin siya. No po? Ano da? Sobrang happy po. That's good. Na refresh ba, Becky Kang? That's very good. Alam mo na ano ko dun sa nilupak? Nilupak ang tawag dun, di ba? Yung banana, when you smash banana in the province or in the country, that's what's called nilupak. Ay, naku. Yum, 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 yum. Dapat nagdala ka ta's pumunta ka muna ng Japan, Becky Kang. Nagkita tayo sa airport tapos bumalik ka na ulit sa bansa mo. Biglang gano'n, eh, 'no? Wala, 'di ba? What's happening? Ano 'yun? Anong nangyayari kay Edwards? Edwards, is not my fault. Hindi ko 'to kasalanan. I don't know what's going on, 'di ba? But I do see you, Edwards. Don't worry. I do see you. Noted na noted 'yan ni admin. So guys, please do say hi to Edwards because I don't know what's going on in my live chat. Ayun, lumabas! Edwards channel. Ayan. Mega love shout out to Rians. O, diba? Ayan na siya. Tomorrow si Juna naman. Ayan. At dahil dyan guys, please do, ayan, greet Juna a happy birthday. O, diba? Ayan. Happy birthday to you, Juna, Juna, Juna. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow, of course. And paluin mo yung nanay mo, isumbong mo sa akin kapag ka nagkaroon ng birthday tomorrow. Ayan. And this is for you, Juna. Ang maarting happy birthday ko. Ayan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to sasabihin ko, to you. Happy birthday, dear Juna. Happy birthday, Juna. Happy birthday to you. Happy, ayun, tapos na yun, guys, ayan. And andyan na si Edward's channel, hello. Ganyan talaga minsan, lalo na pag walang jacket, hindi nakikita sa chat. No, I don't think so. Kasi hindi naman usually yung normal naman talaga na live chat is hindi naman lahat may jacket, 'di ba? Sa atin lang mga Pilipino talaga yung may jacket. So, I think it's just, stuff that's going on, 'di ba? Ayan, but it's good na. Ayan, kita na si Edwards. O, di ba? Ayan, kitang-kita ka na, Edwards. And of course, mega love shout out. Welcome back to ICEE Fit. O, di ba? Ayan. Thank you, my BFF and admin. O, di ba? Ayun, o. Mega love shout out to all po, especially to the host na sexy. I'm happy for you. Malayo na narating. Malayo. Hanggang saan, Edwards? I hope I did that. O, diba? No, but I think, lahat naman tayo malayo na yung nararating natin. And it's just, and this is one of the things that I actually wanted to talk about. Especially, board actually kind of like says something about stress, And one of the things that I think, like a lot of, it's not just because I'm a YouTuber and I think, the viewers of this channel wouldn't or would probably won't relate on our kind of like stresses when it comes to be a YouTuber. But I think it's kind of like if you're a viewer, you're not a YouTuber, I think it's part of, like kind of like additional information because I think, when you're on YouTube and real life, it's almost the same, like if you can handle stress on work, you can handle stress on YouTube and such and such. It's kind of the same. At least in my observation, I think it's really, really nothing that much of a difference. Ayan. Thanks, board vlogger. Ang ganda-ganda ni host talaga. Ay, talaga lang ha, Edwards channel. Ikaw naman talaga, nambola ka pa. Nangyari na sa akin yan dati sa isang LS, hindi ako makita. 'Di ba? And I think it's not just about hiding. I think it's just, some form of, because we have so much accounts. Marami tayong mga accounts. And I think, sometimes if you're using that too much, there are, in the community guidelines, sometimes, YouTube would kind of like see you as a spam sometimes. So it depends. Like look into it. Like how do you use your like that particular account when it comes to live stream and live chat or like watching something, kind of like look forward onto that. Kitang-kita ka na, Edwards. Salamat, ay sinasexy. Oh, salamat naman, Edwards channel. Akala ko nakalimutan mo na ako. O, di ba? Kamusta po, Sir Edwards? Admin, okay lang ako, salamat. O, di ba? Akala mo talaga ako nagsasalita, di ba? And of course, ayan, may premiere si board vlogger, guys. Patamsak naman, guys, sa mga nandyan sa baba. And kailan to? Ayan, at tingnan nga natin. Ayan, let's see. O, di ba? Ay, wow, no egg, no bake, no steam, leche flan. I love it. Naku, ginutom mo na naman ako. Kagutom naman ito, board. Kaloka. Ayan. Okay na. Ayan, guys. So please, guys, if you're not connected, Board Vlogger is one of our fellow YouTuber. He became a guest of mine before. So if you didn't watch that yet, please do watch it because it's really fun. And it's also we did cosplay. We did cosplay on that guesting. So if you want me, if you want to watch me cosplaying, do watch that. It's pretty fun. And you can actually if you're into learning something or marites ka lang, watch that one. O, diba? Ayan, kung gusto mo magmarites, sige, panoorin mo yun. Kaloka, ayan. So guys, if you can connect with Board Vlogger, it's pinned on the live chat down below. Ayan. So do that. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. Ayan. Please do watch till the end. This is nothing so long. And we're gonna have like fun. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have a conversation. We can agree to disagree. If you have stress, we will talk about it. If you cannot talk about it to your partner, your family, or anything, your loved one, talk to me. I'm here to listen every Saturday. So let's talk about that. And yes, let me be a part of your journey, guys. I like to be a part of anybody's journey. I like to see everyone's, like how they're marites lang talaga, But it's not about marites. It's just, I think I have so much to give because I feel like, like even though I know I have my own journey, I think, being a personal trainer, I became a part of more. Like I feel more, like I can give more. So that's what I kind of like my advocacy as of this late. Like I want to be a part of somebody's journey if I could help them even in the smallest way possible I can. Kasi sa kadaldalan ko, guys, ganun. Malay mo may matuwa sa kadaldalan ko, 'di ba? Ayan, para naman hindi niyo nafi-feel mag-isa lang kayo. Merong dadaldal sa inyo, 'di ba? Admin, welcome! Mega love shout out to all. O, diba? Salamat, guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. O, diba? Ayan, that's from Board, guys. Ayan. From his lips to mine and to yours. O, diba? Ganon. Salamat, Edwards channel. Yahoo! O, diba? So, earlier I said, some people ask whether I'm gonna do guestings again, because I started doing live stream every Saturday with one-on-one guesting. And yes, I'm gonna do that. Of course, I'm just taking a little bit of time away from guesting. Not me as guest, like people coming to my guesting because I feel like I should kind of like focus more on you guys. And I think, like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, when you're a YouTuber, and I think I kind of wanted to say this as part of, like, if you're a viewer only, if you're not a YouTuber, and this is how stress and, stuff like that, mental mindset, taking care of yourself and stuff like that sometimes there are a point of being a live streamer or being a YouTuber that sometimes you feel like, especially how my channel is, it's all about getting fit, overall fit. And sometimes there are things that sometimes you just doesn't feel it anymore. And I think that's where you have to understand that you need to refresh. You need to take care of yourselves. You need to self care. Like, don't just hustle or don't just do something just because you have to. Like, know the balance where when or where, when or where, when to say you have to stop for a bit and then basically kind of refresh your mind. Because one thing that I've learned throughout my life, well, my life is still going on. So, as of late or like as of this moment, is you have to take care of your mental side. Some people would only take care of of themselves physically, like they're gonna do things physically, but they forget. Samuel Hedge, hi to you, Samuel Hedge, and welcome to IC Fit live stream. And if you're wondering who I'm talking to, I'm doing multilingual. I'm doing multilingual and of course multi live stream. So welcome to IC Fit live stream, and you can always come ask questions and hang out with us, interact with us. With that icy fit, dumating ka na ba sa point na pati ikaw dinala mo na yung stress nung taong nag-open up sa'yo ng mga challenges nila? Ooh, I like that question. So in English, ayan. So is there a point, I'm gonna translate this guys because there are people that, English speakers in the house. Ayan. Is there a point in my life where I bought or like where I got distracted, or I get to a point where the people that open up with me about their challenges, it get to a point where I get that stress. That's what I mean basically. If you didn't understand that, English speakers, you can ask me again if you get the question. And iconic dumpling. Ayan, first time from the viewer. Ayan, from Twitch, iconic dumpling. Ayan, mega, 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 mega. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love shout out to you. So, I don't think so. Because the thing is, as I've said before I open up this live stream, or my channel anyways, before I even get to a point where I'm gonna start my channel and I'm gonna start live streaming, I think I'm one of those persons that I feel lucky that I think things through. I just don't do it just because it's trending or just because it's what's the end thing. I basically am always on the side of getting mentally fit. Like I always try to think of like if I can do it, if I choose to do something, I have to basically stick with it. So when I do the guesting and when I open up with live streaming, and I'm doing this also as a job, nagulat ako doon, may nabagsak. So when I was doing live streaming, and of course it became, are you ticklish? Am I ticklish? Well, it depends, iconic. It depends on what ticklish means. Yeah. But so one of the things that I actually find about this live streaming is I get to a point where I know I have to be ready on those stresses. And that's one of the things that I think when it comes to work, I get to a point where if I'm stressed on work, when I'm stressed on something, I give it a deadline. Like I give it time. Like this is the only time. So when I'm having a guest or when people are opening up with me with their challenges or with their struggles, it's their story. It's their story. It's not my story. So I do listen if they want me to say something or if they want me to just listen, I do that. But at the end of that conversation, I'm basically out. I'm basically some challenges can be very like challenging to a point where I kind of like feel like I do relate, but at the same time, if I'm in a happy place, it doesn't really, like, I don't care. Like it's a conversation, that's a conversation, and if the conversation is done, then that's also done. If I'm with my family, then it's my family. If I'm at work, it's at work. I don't bring it home or I don't bring it on place or stuff like that. So yun, ganon. I'm not that type of person anymore. But it's not saying that I've never been a person where if I'm stressed on my work on the things that I've heard before. I bring it home. I've become a person like that because I'm a paranoid person. I think too much sometimes, but I think that is why I created this channel, is because I think, I could help how to do that, because I've been there, I've done that. And the thing is, if I can learn it, if you want to learn it, let me guide you. Let me tell you what I know, but it doesn't mean you have to do what I tell you to do. This is just options for you guys, and that's why I want interaction, because I want you to interact with me, because as I always say, everyone has a story to tell. It's not just my story. You have your own story. We are all different in a way. So it doesn't mean like one people would say this is what works for him or her. It doesn't mean that you have to do that. You have to basically, at the end of the day, you have to decide what is good for you. So ganon. So in short, hindi. Bored. Hindi, board vlogger. Not too much. Maybe sometimes it would, linger. It would linger, but it doesn't. Hindi ko siya dinadala ng yung sobra-sobra. Like, dinadala to the point like it would affect my family. It's not, it doesn't kind of like that. Kasi ako, I get so involved sa buhay ng mga nagsishare sa akin ng problems nila na pati ako na stress na. Maybe I should set a line. Minsan masyado kasi akong friendly. And with that said, I have something to say about that. Ayan, masyado kasi ako mag-care minsan, kaya nga hindi na ako masyado nag-active sa messenger. Yes. So this is the thing, guys. One form of self-care is not giving a shit. Real talk lang, guys. Isa sa mga form ng self-care, which is very, very important, y'all, is walang pake. And you cannot, I'm not saying this because I'm perfect, guys. Uulit-ulitin ko to lagi sa LS ko. Hindi ko to sinasabi kasi napaka-consistent ko na walang pake. Sometimes I do care. But the thing is, I do set boundaries. Like, so sometimes, like if you're around negative people, if you're around toxic people, it would come to a point that you yourself, like ikaw mismo, feeling mo ang ganda-ganda ng buhay mo, pero may mali. Because a lot of us wants to belong. A lot of us gusto natin yung may tatanggap sa atin. And if you're one of those person that doesn't have confidence or self-confidence, and you're one of those persons that feel that you weren't loved as a kid, you have trauma, you're always like, you didn't felt real love, that's the point where it's so easy for you, especially, I'm not saying you, Borda, but those people, it's so hard for them to get out of that life. So for a person na sinasabihan, for a person to accept that, that's all kind of like, you feel like, okay, like, well, he or she isn't happy, and he or she is telling me this. So I have to sympathize. Like, in a way that you forget that you have your own life as well. And that's why it's very, very important. And I think for my fellow Filipino, that you need to know boundaries. Alamin nyo kung ano yung boundary. Because I think one of the things that I never learned as half, like coming from the Philippines, cultured in the Philippines as well. That's one of the things that I think in our culture, Filipino culture, there's no boundaries. No one teach us to have boundaries, and that's the thing that I think I learned when I get out of the Philippines, when I get to meet a lot of, like different country, I get to open up my mind to more stuff. Like I get to get information, I get to be multicultural. It's not that I don't like Filipino culture. It's not about that. It's like this is my life and this is how I wanted it to be. Now, for a person to tell me their problems, I do appreciate it. I do kind of feel so honored. But at the same time, I always have this thing in the back of my head that this is their story. It's not mine. So I'm not going to make their story as part of mine, even if I do relate on it. So, yun yung mga boundaries ko, guys. So, sometimes I do get that feeling. Like, if I feel that parang feeling ko yung nalulungkot na ako, I tell myself to stop. Like, and if that friend of yours is a real friend, or if that person that open up to you is something real or authentic, and they're saying these things just because they want to get it out of their chest, they would understand if you're not going to be there all the time. And if they're your real friend, this is my experience only, guys. If they're your real friend, they would understand if you have to live your life the way you wanted it to be. Hindi mo kailangang maging malungkot para sa kanila kasi malungkot sila. Para sa akin, ang totoong kaibigan, kahit malungkot sila, gusto nila masaya ka. Hindi kailangang parehas kayo miserable. So I think one of the things that you have to understand about life is keeping people that really matters to you. And for those people that are unfortunately they're not happy, or they're having a hard time getting out of their comfort zone to experience a better life, rather than ikaw yung magdala ng stress nila, ikaw ang magdala sa kanila. Parang ganun. Ganun. Dami ko sinabi. Ayan, baka na-bored kayo guys, ha? Legit. Kaya nga, I am keeping myself away from shitty things. Exactly. That's very, very important. And always remember, guys, not giving a shit doesn't mean you don't care. It's just one form of self-care. Because you have to care for you. Because nobody can. Nobody will. Just you at the end of the day. Kaya siguro nila sinasabi sa LS ko na ang fresh ko daw. Baka dahil di ako nag-entertain ng toxicity ngayon. Salamat sa baby powder. Kaya, uy, true. Parang ang fresh ka. 'Di ba? Ganun. Kaya nga ako din. Kahit may tigyawat ako, sabi nila fresh daw ako. Kesa last time, punong-puno ng stress ang buhay, o, 'di ba? Kaya ganun. So, try to, like that. And to those people that actually, because I've met a lot of people, YouTuber and not YouTuber, in my live stream or in my channel, that actually, like in some form, kind of like reach out to me and tell their stories, and if if you became a part of my journey, and if you became a part of this channel community, and if I don't like responds to your mail or messages, it's because I'm not a YouTuber only. Like, I do have my personal life to take care of. I do have work. So if you can understand that I can only kind of like talk to you guys for quite, like a certain amount of time, I hope you can understand that. And if you do, I really, really appreciate you even more. Diba? Wailami! Ay, Wailami! Mwah, 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 mwah. Mega love shout out to you, Wailami. Ayan, thank you, thank you. Admin, nung kayo ba bored ni hindi ka mukhang stress. Oh, diba? Sino ba? Sino ba dun? Ayan. Mega love shout out, Wailami. Sabi ni admin. And of course, diba? I see. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Madam Wailami, ikaw ba? Do you have stresses in life? Kayo ba, guys? Do you have stress? O, diba? Dumighay pa. But yeah, that's one of the things. And I'm not saying this, guys, because some people would probably, like in their heads would tell me like it's impossible that you don't have stress. Well, the thing is, every people have different kind or different level of stresses. So, for a person to tell me that I'm stressed or I look stressed, you're not in my shoes. And at the same time, everyone has different perspective of stress. Like, I don't stress on little things. I stress on things that I think would kind of like I always say this, I give it expiration date if I'm stressed about something. Because for me, it's just another day. Tomorrow is another day. Let's think about it the other day. Right now, I want to live my life. If you have like I always have this mantra, like whatever problem there is, and like every problem could be different from the other. Like you would come to a struggle where you think you wouldn't make it, like some people actually, like to the point they don't want to live. But at the same time, for me, feel that. Feel that struggle, feel that loneliness, feel that sadness. It's part of it. But always, always at the end of that struggle, or an hour or a day, if it's a day for you guys, always give it deadline, like because there's going to be another day. And like at least for me, sometimes when I'm struggling, I would probably in my head would say, I couldn't make this anymore, I couldn't take this anymore, but then I'm still here. So I laugh about it, because that's life. And don't get too judgmental on people that says that thing as well. It's part of life, struggles are always different levels. Kung pare-parehas ng level yan, guys, Diyos ko, nakaka-boring. 'Di ba? Wala ka ng taas-baba, walang taas-baba, walang taas-baba. 'Di ba? So, kailangan, i-enjoy lang natin ngayon pag dumaan ka dun sa sobrang, sobrang, sobrang struggle, na parang gusto mo nang mag-give up, tapos andito ka pa rin, itapon na lang, 'di ba? Because then you learned. And then another day. Because sometimes I get people judge me sometimes like, nung dati nga eh. Kaya nga sinabing dati, 'di ba? Hindi ngayon, dati, 'di ba? Ganun yun, guys. And Henrico One! Ayan, I do see you, Henrico One. Welcome, welcome to ICEE Fit. And hi to you, mega, 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 mega. O, nakataas pa yung kamay. Love, mwah, mwah, mwah. Shout out to you, Henrico. O, diba? I like that. Henrico One. O, diba? Ang ating putang sarap sampalin ng sarili ko, guys. Ayan. Hindi naman stress totally. Masaya din naman yun kahit papano. And diba, ayan, always kind of like that. Kaya ngayon yung sinasabi ko all the time. There are stresses and there would be problems. That's part of life. But the thing is, always find something positive about it. That's why sometimes when I kind of like, when I do have struggles or when I do have stress or nervous or anything at all, I always laugh. Because, sometimes laughing can kind of like make that thing go away. Like, when it's actually like, some people would make a joke. Like sometimes if you will know me, like really close to me, know me, I always joke when things are going so heavy. I joke about it because like I just don't like to be like I just really I'm so awkward with taking things super super seriously, diba? Thank you, Henrico, for the heart purple. Thank you. I do see you. Ayan, wala naman so far. Oh, that's good. And keep it that way, Wailami. Ayan, dapat ganyan lang. Diba sa Japan, mataas ang suicide cases? May nabasa din akong isang article noon na most of Japanese people having hard time carrying heavy baggage. So let's talk about that. I just have to tell you that you are very beautiful, sweet, and cute. Aw, I like that. Thank you, Enrico. Aw, do you think I'm beautiful, sweet, and cute? Oh, thank you. I like that. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Ayan. So in Japan, so one of the questions is in Japan there's a lot of, suicide cases. And the thing is, yes, we do. And one of the things is because, our culture, part of the culture. But because this is how we kind of like share opinions as well. And being half Japanese, in Japan, it's a first world country. We all know that, you know. When it's third world country, sometimes a lot of people struggles more. They know how to, and this is why it's very important that you have to go through life experiences and you have to talk to somebody when you don't feel or when you feel shit, you know? Because sometimes, like there's actually an article. I just really forget about just because it's always been like a topic of, like if you're new to this channel, like depression and stuff like that has been always a topic in my Saturday live stream. It's because a lot of people nowadays doesn't have connection. It's all online, it's all virtual. You don't talk as much as, like I'm from Norway, Henrico. Oh, I've never been to Norway. I always wanted to go to Europe. One of my goals is to go to Europe. Norway is Europe, guys, right? Am I correct? So, Henrico, I'm really bad at geography. So, I hope I'm not wrong when I did say Norway is Europe. Okay. Ayan. And mega, mega love shout out. And kisses and heart, heart, heart from Tokyo, Japan. So, one of the things in Japan is their culture. If a Japanese feels like they're useless, they don't have work or like their life is useless. They're not adding into social, like, like, because Japan is very social, you know. So if you cannot perform, then they feel useless. They feel that they're like a leech on their family and they're not giving back to the community. So rather than become a dead fish or like, like a dead meat on the society, they just think just to kill themselves. And some people would say that it is very selfish way to do. But that's just how they mentally work. And that's one of the things that I feel like every culture is different. You will never know how a person thinks because you're not in their shoes. And that's why conversations are very, very important. You are absolutely right. Aw, you think so too, Henrico. Norway is amazing. Ganda ng aurora lights. Sobrang lamig lang. Oh my God, aurora. Did you know, guys, one of the, do you say bucket list? Is that bucket list? Like one of the things that I wanted to do at least before I die. So basically, you have list of things you want to do before you leave Earth or before you leave the world or your, physical form, as we'll say that. I want to see aurora borealis. Like that's one of the things that I'm really, really looking forward to And I don't want to die until I see Aurora Borealis. So, yes, one of the things that I really wanted to. Oh, is the pressure that pushes them to end their lives. But the thing is, this is the thing, bored. And that's one of the things that I find not good about Japan is because as much as other people outside of this country thinks how much disciplined, how much we're so kind of like focus on something, how we're so, it's bad because you don't know who you are. You're always like, like you have to be the same as all of the other people. You cannot be you. You cannot express yourself. You cannot be unique. You have to be like this or like that, like this, which is kind of like the same in the Philippines. In the Philippines, we like a lot of Filipino I know always think of what people think of them rather than just doing what you are happy about, especially if you're not hurting anybody. And that's one of the things that I really, like I really feel that I'm lucky because I get to see other culture. I get to see or meet other people. I get to understand and comprehend the differences in each other. Like we are all different, guys. In some people would say, well, I've been there. Like, oh yeah, well, you're 25, I'm 35, or you're 35, I'm 65. Like you have so much things to learn. But the thing is, we don't have the same comprehension. We don't have the same mentality. And those things are all factors of how you live your life. Ayon, ano daw? I can see the aurora. Oh my God, Enrico. Don't make me feel jealous. That's so nice. I hope I can see aurora one day. But now, Enrico, when you see aurora borealis in your house, I hope you remember moi. Diba? May pa ganun tayo, guys. Ayan. Ay, Rian's Crib and of course, Rian's Kitchen Support. Ayan, o, diba? Legit yan. Satisfaction ng ibang tao yung standard natin sa sarili natin. Most Filipinos ganyan. So, yes. So, like as I've said earlier about suicide cases in Japan, that's one of the factors that are pretty known in Japan because of the culture. But if you're gonna ask me, which is, ako na magtatanong sa sarili ko, bored ha? Try din na Edwards. Thank you naman, Edwards. I know you're so busy, but you've always been here. Pero nakapunta ka, Edwards. I do appreciate that. Kitang-kita kita, Edwards. So, Henrico, if you were kind of like confused, what did I just said? So, it's a multilingual live stream. So, sometimes I do get different nationalities. So, one is Filipino, which is Tagalog. So sometimes I would say Tagalog words or Tagalog phrases, but I do translate them in English. So don't worry. If you don't understand something, ask away. I'll translate it for you. I am. I will think of you every time I see the aurora borealis. Oh naman, you're so sweet, Enrico. Don't do that. Ayan. Just ka nagbibehave na nga ako, guys. Kaya gusto ko tumambay dito sa'yo, ICEE Fit. Pag wala akong hosting sa mga GLS kasi gusto ko ng kausap palagi. O, di ba? O ba tayo mo? Ay, o nga pala, nagsi-skincare ka nga pala. Ayan. Basta sabihin mo na pag napagod ka mag-type. O, di ba? Mag-i-English nga lang tayo, board. Pwede rin naman ako mag-translate, 'di ba? Ayan. So, the thing is, thank you, board. I do like talking to you as well, board, because like the thing about interaction and the second one about the rates of the people trying to end their lives in Japan is because one of the things is I think this is my observation. When you're in a first world country, you became entitled to things. Especially, this is one of the things that I feel parents should actually is the core of those things. Like, especially the generation right now, I feel like they become so soft, like when you're in a first world country, it's so easy to live life so conveniently. You don't get to struggle, you don't get to the hard matters of life. Like, you don't get the feeling of being, like it's going to be hard. And in school, you weren't told that life could be hard either, you know? And I think that's one of the things that people think about. What's the word? Critical thinking. It's always like what these people says, especially right now. You want to belong, and that's just part of life. You want to belong to a community. But the thing is, what I'm building right now here, if you want to be unique. Because I think even me, like when I grew, at least in my head, I always feel, not I feel unique. I always feel like I don't want to be looked the same as other people. Like, I want to find who I am. And I think that's one of the things that kind of like I feel lucky having this kind of brain, or diba, this kind of brain, because I feel like I can express myself the way I wanted it to. And the thing is, it's not going to be consistently good because I'm still growing, not height wise, because I stopped growing, but I'm still growing as a person. And if we can grow together, if we can have this discussion and interaction, and like even just a small way of trying to open up your mind that there's more out there, that's what I wanted to do, that's what I wanted to share, that's what I wanted to build. And yun, ganon. O, di ba? Passionate na naman ako. Sorry guys, I'm too passionate about these things. Ayan, I work with people who are thinking about taking their own life. I'm a trained social worker. Oh, Enrico, I salute you, Enrico. Yes. The thing is, like, it's one of the kind of like one core of my channel, because I'm new to Twitch, but I do like YouTube live streams like this. So that's one of the things that is actually always been a part of my live stream, is like talking, especially every Saturday. It's where my theme is getting mentally and emotionally fit, where I try to kind of like share what I observe and what I feel like needed to be talked about, because it's not being talked about without judgment from other people. And I think, I'm in a point of my life where I know how to have a conversation. I know how to agree and disagree. Like, I don't know anything. Like, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not gonna be like, like being in this camera telling you I know everything. No, I don't. All I know is my life. All I know is my life. And if you want to share yours, this is the channel to share yours. And one of the things that I think in Japan, that's why a lot of people try to, like take their own life, is because they feel like no one will understand, because sometimes I feel like people always wanted to be right, which is, from time to time, I do have that. And I know for myself, like, if I know it's right, prove me wrong. But if you cannot prove me wrong, shut the fuck up. Ah, diba? May ganun. Ang gulo ko, diba? Can I ask how old? Oh my God, Henrico, you don't ask the age of a woman or a lady. That's one of the things that being half Japanese, is a really no, 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 no. Ah, yes, correct. Kaya. But it's always been like a topic on my live stream, Henrico. Like they always ask and they always curious about my age, like how old I am. Till my community told the people that are new to this channel, I'm immortal. Like I don't die. that's that's what they call me. Like, and also they tell people in my live stream that I'm 200 years old because of how I talk. I'm 29 ah. Henrico is 29, guys. Ah, diba? Ang daming mga single dito. Bakit laging maraming ano dito? ICEE is forever. So, board vlogger Henrico says is 18 in my eyes. Diba? It's what important, guys, is how you look, and how you feel. Because everyone, and this is the fact, guys, all of us are going to age. We're not going to get younger. It doesn't matter if you're, like, if you feel like you're still young or you're old, it doesn't matter. It's what's in here and in here. So that's very important. And what are you capable of? That's why this channel is here, because I want everyone to be fit, not just mentally, not just emotionally, physically, and sexually. Because if you get all those things, if you are fit on all those things, you'll feel forever young. Ah, diba? Tama ba ako, guys? Henrico, by the way, I'm 28. So Henrico, ayan, board vlogger is 28, he said. So the community I'm talking to right now is saying hello to you, Henrico. So I hope you can meet the community I have, Enrico. So it's really nice. And you look fantastic. Who? Board vlogger or me? Henrico, who looks fantastic? Me or this one? Board vlogger. Ayan. Where is Henrico? Henrico is on Twitch. Ayan. Nasa Twitch siya. See, he's on Twitch. Ayan. Mukhang 16-year-old lang yung Bakit 16 naman ako talaga? Kalo ko to. Ayan. Well, yeah. So just think, guys, of how look I am, and that will be forever in your head. That's how I want it to be in your head, guys. Ayan. You discuss in your own head how old I am. O, diba? Ayan, Edwards channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ikaw ba, Edwards, wala kang stress dyan? Natatawa ako dito. Di maganda, di ba? And also, smile, guys. Smile. I can only see you. Yes! You can only see me. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. I'm confused a little bit. I'm sorry, Henrico. Yes. So I'm pinning something from time to time. So I was looking on the other screen because this I'm a beginner in Twitch. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Henrico. Ayan. So, like I'm pinning on the others. Like I'm pinning comments and I thought it was coming out on Twitch, but it doesn't. So I just noticed that right now. Yes. So I'm sorry, Enrico. So, like in other stream. So there's like the people, the community I had on other stream is asking or like communicating with you through me. So that's what's happening. So don't be confused. Yeah. I'm going to try to figure out how to do both, like one, because right now I'm doing like a software. So the next streams will be when it's all kind of like settled, because I'm still trying to figure out and trying to do loose ends. I'm only going to do OBS. So it's going to be more high quality on both platforms. So, and also I can pin on both, not just on one, but on both. So I hope Henrico at that time, if you're still on Twitch, ayan, you can see that. Ayan. So you can participate. Every one of you guys can participate in one whole stream. And that's my goal lately. So yes. So I hope you can understand what I'm saying, Enrico. Ayan. So kayo lang pala nakakakita dyan, guys, ng mga pinipin ko. Hindi pala nakikita sa kabila. Because I'm doing a different one. O, diba? Multitasking ang peg nyo. Ayan. So anyways, guys. So, nasa na ba tayo? So, one of those things that I feel is like, like when people doesn't get that life experiences, and that is one of the reasons that I think it's not just about getting physically fit is important. It's much more, very very important, is what's going on here. Because it's like, especially, I understand. Ah, thank you, Enrico. Thank you, Ayan. So especially now that, like working as a personal trainer for years, I notice that if you're not mentally strong, being physically strong is not really gonna take you to another level. It's all in your brain. It's all mental. Like motivation is mental. If you cannot motivate yourself, you cannot work out. A lot of people stop working out because they're mentally weak. Like some people don't want to do lift weights because it's too heavy for them, or it's too hard for them, or like don't want to do diet. And I'm one of those people. Like for the longest time, I don't want to do diet, because I feel like my body's good. I'm not fat. Why do I feel like I need diet? So at this point, I need it. If I want to get better, if I want to do the other level, to the next level, I need to do diet so I can reach those levels. So it's all mental. Like eating food that is not good for you, but still eating it, it's mental. So anything you do in life is mental. If somebody is not, like, like there's a lot of toxic people, and we're talking about, like, struggles, and why people, like take their life and stuff like that, is because they feel like there's no way out. One of those things is because there's no way out, or they're useless, or it's like nobody would or can understand them, you know but the thing is, if you mentally kind of like prepare yourself on those things, or try to reach out to someone, which why I'm here, you can get to that next level. And the thing is, even if at the end of the day it's just gonna be you who would actually take care of you, there are people out there who wants to help, and I'm one of them. So if you're in my channel, I do live stream Thursday and Saturday. Di ba? Nag-joke ka agad ulit. Sabi ko sa inyo eh. Nag-joke ako eh. So I do live stream Thursday and Saturday. I might not be, consistently like talking to you and stuff like that, because I do have my own life. But as much as I can, if I can be a company of yours, if I can keep you company, if I can make you feel comfortable, which is one of the things I feel like one of my skills is making people feel comfortable. Let me let me do this for you. Let me be that person. Let this channel be that. And yan, ganon. Basta ganon. So anyways, guys, we're going to do a little quick break. Ayan. So I'm going to take a quick break. So stay tuned. Don't go if you have anything on mind that you want to talk about. Ayan. Let's talk about it. Let's express yourself, like let's express the things that you want to say or want to share. Let's do that today, tonight. So please watch this quick break. Diba? To YouTube people, this is a quick break muna tayo, commercial break. Do your toilet, do whatever, get your water, because I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk more. Diba? Ayan. Quick break, guys. Ayun. So I'm muted pala on YouTube. Ayan. So on Twitch I'm not mute. Oh, 'di ba? Dito sa YouTube mute ako. Oh, you're going, Enrico. Okay. Well, I'm really, really happy to meet you. Nice to meet you, Enrico. And I hope we have more streams to share. And I hope someday we can talk to you about stuff as well. Especially that I know that you work with people that has, like that. I'm pretty sure we will learn a lot about that stuff as well. And I think that's one of the things that I really, really look forward to interact with. And syempre, ayon, as I've said, guys, ayan. So, Henrico says that he exercises almost every day to keep his body healthy and strong, and he practices mental health. And that's one of the things that Jensky Vlog. O, diba? Andyan, hindi pa ako NCC. Ayan, dito pa ako. At dahil dyan, kauwi lang galing somewhere. O, diba? Ayan. Mega, mega, mega. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love shout out to you. Ayan. And otsukare sama desu. That's what we say when people just come back home or come back from work. Ayan, lumuluwa. Ayan. Or like people that are tired and they're just finished work. That's what we said in Japan. So as I've said, guys, ayan, so that's one of the things that I always promote is like trying to keep your mental health in place. And board, thank you naman board. Ayan. Sige, BG ka muna dyan. Ayan. So, nakipag-date ka ata, Jensky vlog. O, diba? Kapag-date siya. Ayun. So, ayun. But, thank you, board. Akala ko nga akyat ka eh. O, diba? Naghintay pa naman. Kaya nagpaganda ako, board. Kaso, ayan, busy ka. Pero ano, I do appreciate you being here. Ayan, I always love interacting with you, board. So, I hope you know that. Ayan, I do appreciate you a lot. Ayan, nope, admin galing SPD. Hindi ko alam yung SPD. I don't know what SPD means. Ayan, but so, as I've said, guys, always try to keep your mental health in place because that's very, very important. If you're not mentally strong, it's going to be hard on you, on life. It's just what it is, 'di ba? Kapag hindi ka mentally, hindi mo, kasi it's all takes practice. Anything in life takes practice, 'di ba? Hindi ko din alam yung SPD. 'Di ba, no? I don't know what SPD means. So, guys, if you know SPD, let me know what SPD means because I don't know what SPD means. Diba? Ayan. So, one of the things that I really, really feel is that one thing. And police station. Ayun pala yun. Ayan, may gulo na pala. O, diba? Ayan. Sana naman okay ka dyan. And as we've said, we're talking about that in here. Always, always try to self-care. You know? Lagi niyong iisipin lagi na, you know, like, it's just today. Tomorrow is another day. And JJ! Oh, diba? This is JJ. Mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Mwah, love. Shout out to JJ, my Scottish friend. Ayan, from Scotland. All the way from Scotland. Being really busy up in Glasgow right now. Why? What's happening in How do you pronounce Glasgow? Is it Glasgow? Glasgow. O, 'di ba nabaliw na. Glasgow. How do you pronounce that? Ay! O, 'di ba? Ay! Ano ba 'yan nangyayari sa ilaw natin? Ayan, o, 'di ba? Sorry naman guys, ayan. Namatay yung ilaw. Ayan. So, o, 'di ba kaloka. Anyways, so what's happening in Glasgow? Ayan. Glasgow. Hey, admin and JJ. So the thing is, I've always said, guys, those are the things. Always try to be mentally strong, and it takes practice. Glasgow, is that the first one that I pronounce? Is that the one? I think I talk too much. Sometimes I forgot what I said a minute ago. Ayan, how are you, JJ? Diba? You pronounced it correctly first time. Okay, that's good. So anyways, guys, as I've said, ang gulo-gulo natin talaga ngayon. I'm good, just sorry. Ano daw? Ano daw? I'm good, just sorry. Why you saying sorry? Why everybody saying sorry? Glasgow. 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 Mary Kay the Wanderer. I am mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out. Ayan. So, Drensky, ayan. All positive vibes on you guys and positive vibes. Always, always. You know, things can happen. Things are happening. Strugglings are everywhere. You know, if you actually look on the news, you know, things are happening all over the country. It's getting bad as we talked. So try to think positive stuff. You know, things are happening sometimes, you know, according to the religious persons out there. Things happen for a reason. You know, it's not there because of nothing. It's there because it's either you will learn a lesson or It's something for you to be stronger. That's just life. That's why it's a journey, you know. If you're not going to have these different emotions, if you're not going to have this different feeling, life will be boring, you know. Just sorting my phone plan and buying. Wow, shopping. I love shopping. JJ, are you going to go shop for me when you come to Japan? I don't need like Lego and Lego and Marvel things. Oh my god, Marvel things. You know what? I actually wanted what I really wanted is, like I'm really looking forward to get or like find a baby Yoda backpack so I can bring him everywhere. Things happen for a reason, Ayan. Yeah, that's one of the positive things that you can say to yourselves when things happen for a reason. That's a positive thing already. And sometimes those things, if you know where to look, that's why people are there. That's why it's important that you are, like, don't kind of like feel like the world is just you, like you're the only person in the world that is living, because sometimes, other people could see things that you couldn't see. So always try to put that into perspective as well. If you feel like it's so hard for you to understand what was going on with your life, try to talk to somebody. If you cannot trust anyone in your life, come to my channel. Let's talk about it. Kamusta po, Ma Mary Kay the Wanderer? O, diba? So that's one of the things that I kind of want to share. Because, sometimes you feel it's very, very normal to feel shit from time to time. It's normal. It's not the end of the world. It's normal. Can I? Anong can I? What's can I? Ano daw? Ano, may hindi ba ako nabasa, guys? May hindi ba ako nabasa, admin? Ayun. So one of the things that actually is going to like get you through things is, like try not to linger on things. Like try to things like, how do you say this? Like when things happen, when bad things happen, it's very easy for us to feel pessimistic. It's very easy to go on to negative stuff, to think of negative things that could, or like the worst things that can happen. That's normal. And I think that's kind of like how we are as human, like trying to think ahead of whatever. Gusto ata ni Jensky umakyat. Ayan. So, meron tayong English speaker, Jensky. So, you're gonna have to talk in English, Jensky. Because I'm doing multi-live stream. Hold on. So, that's what's happening, Jensky. So, be ready. You have to talk in English. You have to try. Ay! Machigata. Ayan, nagkamali pa tuloy ako. And Black Gamer Romainer! Mega, mega, mega lavish shout out to you. Ayan! Black Gamer Lee. Ayan, you came before I even end this live stream. How you doing, Lee? We got to think of why it happened. Was it something we done or something we could have prevented? So another thing, sometimes we end up, thinking of those things. And I think one of the things that actually make it more complicated sometimes is when things happen, we always look for answer. But sometimes answer wouldn't be there. You just have to like let it go. Just let it go. That's just what it is sometimes. And if you get to that point where you basically just because this is the thing with me, guys, like I'm trying to be better version of me, especially like how I view life. This is a short journey, so as much as I can, I might not feel always optimistic on things, because I do have my lows as well. But that's why I surround myself with people that I really trust, with people that would make me mentally sane. O, diba? Ayan. Ay, nabigay ko na ba? Ayan, nabigay ko na nga. Ayan. Anybody here? Ah, diba? Ayan. I'm back, Enrico. Enrico, I'm happy you're back. Ayan. Thank you, thank you. So now we're talking about like how to express yourself. And senep means. Ayan, senep means. If you pop at it, well, I don't believe in that. So sorry. Senep miss. Ayan. That's not what this is for. You probably has a different channel. That's a different stream. It's not this one. No admin, loko ka. Ano daw yun? Ano nga yun, Jensky? Ayan. This is not the right time to talk about anime. Ah, diba? Well, anything that, like as I've said before, always protect each other's privacy, guys. If you have, like if you feel like this is not just your story to tell, and this is why expressing yourself is very important as well. Because as I've said earlier, not everyone knows how to express themselves. Not everyone. And some people can express themselves, but they don't know how to use words, for them or for other people to understand them. And sometimes as well, not everyone would want to understand. That's why I always says we can agree to disagree. You have your own opinion, I have my own opinion. We don't have to be right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. We have our own stories, we have our own journeys. It's all about conversation. So when it comes to like privacy, I'm always encouraging people to value each other's privacy. Ayan, like Elsa. Who's Elsa? Ano daw yun? Hello, I'm okay. I just had a good rant about work and stuff. And this is it. Oh, diba? Ayan, ayan. I don't think that's a good word on YouTube. Lee. I don't know. Sorry naman. Kala ko kasi gusto mo mag-talk. Ayan. Optimistic is good and being realistic. Ayan, where in Japan do you live? Henrico, I'm in Tokyo. Ayan, I'm in Tokyo. I'm a city girl. I think you should express yourself and your truth fully with tact and politeness, of course. Yes. And that's the thing, some people would really feel that they're always right. I just kind of like, I actually just watched something on YouTube, I think today or yesterday. Like, like the other person is chill. The other person, they say it's passionate. But the thing is, like one of those things is like sometimes there are people that would talk to you and some people would talk at you. And I just learned the difference of the two. I just wanted to like share that one because like I'm not like my language is not English. My mother tongue, as they say, or I'm not a native in English. So sometimes I learn these things, and that's kind of like why I wanted to learn more. And if you are one of those persons that wanted to know more, let's do this journey. Di muna ngayon sa live talaga. 'Di ba? Ayan. And Mustle, I am mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to you. I sent you a super chat, but this freaking YouTube didn't accept my payment method and snatched money from my account. Oh, that's not nice. You have to talk to your account then, like you have to tell that. And Elsa from Frozen. Oh my god, don't say that word. Now I have to I have to do that. I don't like to listen to that. It's too much. Like it's everywhere before. Like you couldn't even say that word without singing it. You did that, JJ, for a reason. You did that to me. Yes, Lee. Yes. Do that because I don't know which one is okay and which one is not. I want to get flagged. Hello, Jensky. And mega love shout out to Mustel. I am planning a trip to Japan next year. I will be in Tokyo for 2 weeks. Oh, that's nice. Really, you will enjoy Tokyo. Like sometimes I would always say this to like people that would come to Tokyo. 2 weeks is usually like very short, but if you're gonna, like hassle every day, you can basically roam Tokyo. But the thing is, sometimes 2 weeks is not going to be enough. So I hope, and I'm really, really like, I hope my channel, because like right now I do post some stuff. Like I upload every Monday stuff that, like I feel like is interesting when it comes to food, when it comes to stuff that you can see around Tokyo. So I hope you can see that as well, Henrico. And it could be like a guide for you to kind of like roam around Tokyo or something like that. But I hope really like in Japan, because right now I think Japan is still have like restrictions when it comes to tourism. So I think the only people that can come to Japan right now are like trainee, student, or like those people that actually going to pay like 4,000. I think it was $4,000 for like a whole itinerary. So it's very, very like restricted. So I hope we kind of open it up. And the thing is, like I think we need it for our economy. Like we have to open up, or else it's not like, like this pandemic will go away. It is what it is. Like even now Tokyo has a lot of cases. Like we have so much cases. So it's not going away. So why not? It's like, people would still do what they want to do anyways. It's kind of like everyone is on their own. If you want to take care of yourself, you don't want to get, this thing, then you have to take care of yourself. And even if you care, sometimes it still gets you, Looks like Japan will be ready to open October. Hopefully, like, hopefully. And I hope to be there in December. I already got my. And guys, if you're from, like America, if you have, I don't know what's the, conversion, but right now, like dollars is really, really expensive for us. So it's really going to be a good time to come to Japan because it's really down. So if you can, yes, like change your yen so you can have more. Watch out for that one because if it's dollar to yen, dollar is just, like it's really, really nice. You can buy a lot of things, if you have dollar. I don't know in Europe, is it up or down, JJ? And maybe you can show me around one of these days, Enrico. Sure, if I have time, it would be nice, but I don't know if like it depends. Because if you're like, well, of course, you're new to my channel. I've been like hibernating for 3 years because of this pandemic. Like, it's not going away. So, hopefully, yes, yes. How do you survive in an environment where you don't fit in? What would you do? Oh, I like that answer. So, guys, I am. So, there's a question right here. And Henrico, if you may, you can also, like answer this question. It's a question from a viewer of mine. So, how do you survive in an environment where you don't fit in? So, what would you do except quitting? So, the thing is, I don't usually fit in. Like, I know we have different, like backgrounds, Lee. And the thing is, at some point, it doesn't matter what race you come from. It doesn't matter, like, that's why I said it's all mental for me. And I know, like, in the States, it's a different thing. And some people would argue with me that it's always going to be different. The risk would be higher in some race. But this is just my thought process. And this is just how I view it. I grew up knowing, especially if you're half, in some level of comprehension or perspective, being half, you will always feel you don't fit anywhere. You don't belong anywhere. Like, people wouldn't see me as Filipina, and people in Japan doesn't see me as Japanese. So I don't fit. But the thing is, I don't give a shit. As long as I'm doing my thing, as long as I'm going into my lane, as long as I'm not hurting anybody, I block those things. You know, it's time for you to learn how to kind of like block these things. Because the thing is, this is what I observe. And I know there are people that it's very hard for them to not give a shit. But the thing is, you have to learn because life can be hard for some people. And if you think you're having a life that is hard because of your race, because of, like where you are, where you come from, that's where you have to mentally change, your mindset on things. And the thing is, with me growing up like that, like feeling I don't fit, I love it. Like I'm unique. So I'll find my own people. I'll find people that will like me. I'll find people that I would fit in, because if I keep looking on people that, like for me, I want to fit in there, I wouldn't see these people that would accept me for me. I think that's what I think of. And I hope, like if there's any comprehension of what I say that kind of like clicked in you, Lee, I hope you can get that kind of mentality where you'll just change your mindset on things. Pounds are higher at the moment. My mommy sent money from UK. It was a nice bonus. Aw, thank you, mommy of Lee from UK. If you're watching, I I'll try to take care of Lee. Your mom is so kind, Black Gamer. O, diba? I miss my mommy. Me too, Black Gamer. So, mommy, if you're watching, mwah, 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 mwah. Mother, 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 I do miss you. You know that. And if you miss your mommy, tell your mommy you miss them. Ayan. That's easy. You have to learn to undertake their way of living and culture. You have to integrate it. It's about your state of mind. I mixed lived Estonia for 4 years where English is fifth language. Yes. So that's for JJ. And also, so Lee, there's another answer for you from our viewer. Ayan, from Henrico in Twitch. He said, To develop a good connection with others, we need love, respect, attention, empathy, affection, understanding, and guidance. We need these from both family and friends. It is through other people that we learn about ourselves. This child is dependent on their careers to understand themselves and their place in life. If this contact is not satisfactory, the child risks developing in negative directions. I like that. That's one of the things I think that's why, like having a kid is not, don't take it like lightly. Like, like, taking care of a child is very, very risky because at any point you can make or break a person, especially a child. So, if you're a parent, take things seriously when it comes to your child, but at the same time, openly, openly. It's very complicated, you guys. Ayan. Yeah, do your thing and the right people will come. I think, do you think that's possible? Have you tried it? That's the real question, isn't it, Lee? Have you tried to get out of it? Have you tried changing your mindset on something? Have you tried reaching out to people that you don't actually reach out before? So those are the things that you have to actually, I think for me, like try to kind of like, brainstorm about. Because this is one of the things that I feel like even me, I find myself dumbfounded sometimes because I look on things that aren't there when these are here. So sometimes I would learn it in the hard way. And that's where I'll change my mindset when I finally realize that, like things aren't doing, in a way that I want it to be. So I'll change something. If there is something wrong, then there is something wrong. So yeah. And Lee, stop being negative. It is possible, but you have to start trying first. How many years you don't go to your mommy? Ayan, because Lee is from UK. So I'm gonna try to speak his language. Just roaming, they are my culture. Oh, diba? Ay, mali yung accent. I'm so bad at British accent. But I'm different in terms of culture and values. And yes, and a lot of it, like my culture and values are so mixed that I don't know sometimes where it come from most of the time. I think what I think, like I think what works for me. And that's the most important part. I do what works for me and the people that I care about. And especially if I hurt somebody, that's the only time that sometimes I kind of like really feel bad. But at the same time, that's part of your journey. It's not going to be smooth all the time. There are things that you cannot control and just let it be, let go, you know. Things are just things. You can only control how you react. That's the only thing you can control. The same thing as how you express yourself. Like you have to learn, sometimes you have to learn the words that are coming out of your mouth if you want to be taken seriously. And sometimes you have to fight your battles, and that's some people, if you think people doesn't take you seriously, it's because probably you're doing something wrong. So you have to reevaluate yourself, you have to relearn yourself. And those things are one of the things that I feel in my field of, what I work in, being a personal trainer, is relearning your body, the same thing as relearning who you are. you know as long as you leave, things are changing. You're gonna change whatever you're thinking, Whatever your perspective 10 years ago will probably be changed somehow. And if you want to get better, change is constant. You have to change for the better. You have to face every struggle or challenge, and you just have to be true to yourself. And this is the thing about being true to yourself, you know. This is very hard for some. Because, at least for me, all of us has hypocrisy in ourselves. It's just different levels of hypocrisy. And being true to yourself is sometimes so overused that you don't even know what is true anymore, especially if you're at the point where you are struggling. Like, it's so hard to think sometimes. And that's why you have to surround yourselves with people that is actually level-headed, will tell you exactly what it is, and will listen to you and tell you what they think. And you have to understand, it doesn't, like, some people will tell you stop and they want you to do it. That's not good either. But there are people that would tell you things just because that's their opinion and you share something. It doesn't mean you have to do it as well. But you have to take everything that people talk to you about. And if you think that one thing will change something for your life, try it. You know, that's just how life is. You have to try something. If you want to do better, sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone. That's just what it is. Ayan. Thank you, Henrico, for that wonderful answer. I haven't seen my mommy in 5 years. O, diba? O, ba't natawa ka, Jensky? Ano daw mga pinagsasabi ko, giatay? O, diba? Napa-English siya. Uy, you don't see your mommy even in phone or video call? And Lee says, I think there is a lot of respect missing in my work or environment. I'm coping and I'm okay, just gets tiring. So, when it gets tiring, that's when you have to stop caring. Get it? Like when things are get tiring, that's when you have to take care of you. And as I've said before, not giving a shit, at least for me, in my opinion, is one form of self care. You have to take care of you, you know. I snap sometimes and it surprises people. Well, that could happen. But the thing is, if you don't build that up, you won't snap. No, I'm just laughing, Lee. But I take you seriously, Lee. I am. But I just don't want it to be like, like it's already like I feel like you're really carrying something on top of your shoulder. Is that the saying? But I just kind of want to live it up. Like I want to just give you some of my positive vibration. And so what is it? That's a good point. I sometimes think I have to go it alone. Yes, exactly. And one of the things that I think is a downfall of people, even me, like, my downfall of me, sometimes is because I kind of like, grew up being so independent that I feel like I can do it all by myself. But, like getting through life, I am trying to kind of like open up my arms or like open up more. Like I try to kind of like accept the fact that, like there are things that you cannot do alone. You need people, you need someone. It's just a matter of knowing who to really trust and knowing who to go for sometimes. And if you're in this channel, like I'm not going to be there 24/7, guys, but I'm going to be here every Saturday. So if you feel like you need someone to talk to, I'm here every Saturday, come here. talk to me. Let's talk it out, like next week, guys, it's my treat meal. So drink with me. Like we're gonna have a bottle of, well, for me it's cocktail. So for you guys, it's probably beer or whatever. But get ready for that because it's next week, you guys. But sometimes it's hard to understand the situation. Pag tumatahimik ka, magkibit-balikat, may masasabi sa'yo kapag lumaban ka, masama ka pa rin, or pinaglaban mo yung tama. So, I'm going to translate this in English. So, Jensky was saying, sometimes it is hard to understand a situation, especially if you cannot understand the situation. Diba? But this is the thing, Jensky, you already have said it. If you kept quiet, people would say something. If you fight, people would say something. And there's actually one thing that I really, really find so interesting. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, follow me because sometimes I post like, quotes that I've seen that are really, really nice. So sometimes there's one quote that I'm really a fan of, and it says, should I take it out? Hold on, guys. There's something, and this is like for me at least, Ayan, super like I feel this is perfect. I think this is totally perfect. Like it says something in the line of this. Um, My silence doesn't mean I agree with you. It means your level of stupidity rendered me speechless. I love that quote. I really, really do. Because sometimes, at least for me, it doesn't matter. It's like there are people that would talk shit. It doesn't matter if you spend your years, your 48 years, your precious time explaining things to them. You cannot change their mind. So why even try? And if you fight, you already know. You fought, you silent, didn't change things. How about don't give a shit? Nothing. Moving on. That's what it means when you move on, when you let go, you don't care. And that's what I mean when I don't care, because I don't care. And this is just, like I'm not saying this, guys, because I don't care. Like literally, what that means, I don't care. It's not that. It's just there are things that it's just, it is what it is. So it's like, why would I spend, time thinking about it? Or why would I spend my time smiling about something? Thinking about that when I could have smiled something or read a book or talk to you guys. Those are the things, the little things that I kind of like change my mindset with. The power of saying no. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying, guys. That's why last live stream we talked about the power of saying no. Because there are things you just have to say no. Like even you don't have to say it out loud. You just have to think about it. No. And when you say no, it means no. Stick with it, And I know it's hard. I really do understand. Some people, like even me, there are things that are hard to contain. You want to say something, especially when you're triggered, when you're triggered about a specific topic, or like when you're triggered about conversation, but you have to pick your battles. If you're talking to a person that, like talking at you and not talking to you, back off. I do back off. And it took a lot of practice. Oh, sorry. I mean, she calls me on WhatsApp. What? What did you say? Yan na lang siguro talaga yung dapat gawin. Get out to your comfort zone. Yeah, but the thing is, you have to understand your comfort zone is something that will make you better. You know, you have to basically reevaluate yourself. What are the things that you're doing the same thing over and over again? And you have to break that cycle. If you're in a toxic relationship, and ano daw, I don't HXR, or is it harmless? I would assume that's harmless. I need a strong Asian woman's point of view on something. Ooh, I like that. What kind of point of view on Asian strong point of view? Why do you think there's such a high demand for Asian women, but Asian men is the opposite? Hmm. We have to look on the survey for that. I think it's kind of like a question that's kind of need more context about. Harmless. So harmless, welcome to ICEE Fit live stream. And of course, guys, I'm sorry. We'll try to be better. Yes, like no, don't take this in a wrong way, Lee. Like, like I'm not saying this because I feel I'm better. I'm not. That's why I want to be a part of everyone's journeys, because I think, like your story, somebody's story, it will help us go through this easier, you know. Like trying to talk about on something will make us feel like we're not alone. And that's very important. Ayan. I mean positive. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, yes, definitely. Mojitos. So Lee, if you have time on Saturday, this coming Saturday, guys, same time, 9:15 Japanese Standard Time, guys. Please come with me, interact with me, drink with me, eat with me. And if you do have like some sort of, how do you call that, like recommendation of what should I eat on that day because it's my treat meal, please do, connect with me on social media and tell me that, or comment on this video down below. And please do subscribe, turn on all notifications. I gotta get gotta head home now, Ice. You will live stream later, but you will be in the land of, yes. Or I'll probably playing again because I'm playing Battlefield right now. Yes, Sisi, nakita ko yun, o, diba? So, try to do that. Change your mindset, Jensky. It's time to learn how to be better for the betterment of your peace of mind. Because if you not change something that's repeating over and over again, you're doing something that is over and over and over again as well. Ayan. So, di ko, ano daw yun? That's a great quote. You're right. I like it. Because that's how I am sometimes. If I'm speechless or like I don't talk, it's either I don't give a shit or it's that, specifically that. And Dodong Dako! Oh wow, si Dodong Dako. Dito si Dodong Dako. Mega, 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 mega. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love shout out to you, Dodong Dako. Dyslexia question. So what's the question? We do have a harmless question. Um, so, okay, who's first? Okay, so harmless one first. Ayan. So, why so many men want Asian women, but so little women want Asian men? Well, I know a lot of women want Asian men harmless. So, I think it comes down to like what country you are right now, or what kind of like, like community you are, or what people you are, like socialize with. So I think it's kind of like, and I think it's more of like, like how do we really know exactly if that's kind of a thing, when it depends on how we kind of see the world as it is, because mainstream, it's always like Asian men to women, it's usually not the other way around. So is it really, like, I need more context, I need more kind of like, I get what you're saying, Harmless, I do really get it, but I don't know if you're Asian, but or if you're, like Asian man, or like you're the other way around, but like it depends. I think it's like it's so hard to say something on that particular topic, especially if I don't have any references to go with, you know. So, ayun. Si Dodong Dako, mega mega love shoutout ulit, Lodi. Sorry, sorry naman, Dodong Dako. Ayan. I do see you, Dodong Dako. Sorry, sorry naman. Kadami kong yaw-yaw kasi. Can I be live on video? Oh my God. 5 minutes leak because I'm going to end this live stream on 9 minutes tops. Is that good? Okay, hold on. Battlefield, which one? I'll play with you. I'm going to play after this live stream probably. So add me on Discord. I think I'm gonna add you on Discord, Lee, so we can play. You can probably play with us, I would assume. Ayan. If someone treated you badly, okay, this is the question. What would you do, CC? And of course, people interact with this question, Yan. And Lee, ayan, let me know if you want to come up, Lee, because I actually overtime right now. It's supposed to end like 2 hours only, and now I'm like, like overtime. So if someone treated you badly, what would you do, CC? Would you do the same or mananahimik? Okay, let's see this. So guys, you can answer this one as well. If someone treated me badly, what would you do? Would you do the same? It depends. That's what I said. Like, pick your battles. It's like it depends on the context, it depends on the situation, it depends on stories, like how it is, how it's sorted, like how, who am I dealing with? Is it somebody like, like if I, it depends. It's like a generic question that needs more context. So, but the thing is, if I could actually just kind of like, of what I know, Jensky, like if it's something so grabe, like if it is something like physical or anything like that, there's a law for that, at least that's for me, you know because I've always say this in Japan, like because like I'm very very intimidating sometimes, and I always feel like I'm going to a fight most of the time when I was drinking back in the day. So the thing is, because I live in Japan, it's usually like I'm not going to hit first. You know why? Because I know my battle. If they hit me first, I can sue them. So it depends, I'm smart like that. On dating apps, the stats show of a woman that prefer white men and black men second. So the thing is, harmless and, like on dating apps. This is the thing that I always say about dating. Like I know we all have our preferences. I really do know that. We want what we want. But at the same time, if what you want isn't given to you, get something else. Try to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe you're reaching too high. Who knows? Maybe you're reaching too low. I know you want your standards. We have all our standards. But sometimes if it doesn't do that way, then maybe you're doing something wrong. Give opportunity to other people, or give opportunity on other community, or other, not just dating apps, but other like situations, or like opportunities, you know. Um, all men love Asian because of femininity. Femininity. Ayan. Yeah. Well, so you don't like me, Lee, because I'm not feminine. If someone treated me bad, I'd leave. Yeah, that's another thing. You know, this is one of the things. If it's about a partner, it's not just a partner in a relationship. If someone treated you badly, leave. Why would you stay if they're treating you badly? Leave. What you waiting for? Did I do something wrong, Cece, that I kept silent even though alam kong too much na yung ginagawa? Well, the thing is sometimes, you know, things you it's not always going to be one side who is wrong. You know, there are things that you let that happen too long that the other person doesn't even know that they're doing it wrong because you let it, you know. And the thing is, if you keep quiet and they keep pressing on, well, you've been doing that for a long time. Why do it more? Just don't give a shit. You know, as long as you're not being harmed, as long as you're not being, you know, like physically harmed or anything that is, if you can get out of that, then get out. Find something, find a place to stay where you are out of there, of that. That's the thing. Is like just because the thing with me, if I don't like a person, I take them out. I don't see you, I don't talk to you, you're out. And that's it. And then my life is peace. So Brave Young Lion, mega mega love shout out naman sa'yo, Brave Young Lion. Sorry, sorry naman, dami kong yaw-yaw. And syempre kay Sisi Koy, I do see you, Sisi Koy. Huwag kang mag-ano dyan ha. Mega love shout out, Sisi. Mwah, 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 Sisi Koy. Thank you for coming by. And syempre, magbabasa tayo ulit ngayon. Ayan. I mean, live with a cheat day and Battlefield another name. Need to download Battlefield. Yes, do that, Black Lee. Do that because I still have 2 more minutes to go, guys. Wag pumatol sa cheap. Know your level, yan lang. O, diba? Brave Young Lion. Sino cheap? Ako may ko si cheap. Kayo Huwag niyo akong ginaganyan. Alvin ICEE, hello to you. Brave Young Lion, mega mega love shout out. Kung bugbugan at inunahan ka, ano silbi ng iyong mga kamao? No, because it's like, you know, like in the Philippines, if I'm there, syempre manguna ako. May pera ako eh. Pero pag dito sa Japan, disiplina mga tao dito eh, 'di ba? So, you know, like if I can get some, I'll get some. Mautak lang, 'di ba? Ganun lang. That's why I said, choose your battles. Be smart, you know. Wag yung sige lang ng sige. Be smart. And always think you're gonna come out in the end strong as ever, better than ever. Yun yun. Ayan. I want a woman as long as she's nice and a nice bum. Like that lady at your work. She's so fit. Is there someone fit? I'm the only one who's fit in there. Ayan. Sorry na late, Sisi. Andito lang pamangkin ko at inaasikaso ko. I know, Sisi ko. Kaya nga, I'm happy you're here. Ayan. Thank you naman. At kahit alam kong busy ka dyan, nakasilip ka pa rin. I see, not feminine. Don't be silly. You are very. I am. I don't think so sometimes. Okay, Cici. Ayan. Thank you, Ayan. So, Jenska, I don't know the exact, you know, like, there's only like some context that I know of. So, I don't really, like, it's so hard to talk, you know, like the specific ones because this is live. So, maybe, you know, when I get the time, you know, like, if you know, some things that really need, but the thing is, as far as I know, as far as I know, like, I'm being in general. This is general, nothing specific in here, guys. When some people do something with you wrongly, you know, it doesn't matter if you do revenge or like it doesn't gonna, satisfy anything, I think. At least with me, like people who belittle me, I don't do anything. It triggers me. I do feel hurt when people think of me as little, when they discriminate me or when they talk shit behind my back. But I don't care. Why would I care? I just don't. It's like they would think whatever they want to think. I mean, it would be hard. It would be, like it would be not nice, but at the end of the day, they don't feed me. And the thing is, I have my own people surrounding me that loves me and I'm happy. So why would I give a shit about them? Ganun lang ako mag-isip, ah. Ayan, knock Nick! O, diba? Andyan si Nick. O, nandyan si Nick Josa. Thank you naman, Nick. Ayan, nandyan ka pa pala, Nick. Ayan, I do always, nandun ako minsan sa TikTok mo. Kaso, ang daming tao minsan. Ang daming nagkakanta. Niya ako. Ayan. And ano na daw, nasa na tayo guys? Ayan, I just call, ayan na naman tayo guys. Hindi ako makasali sa topic po. Sakit ng ngipin ko, lalo sumasakit pag nag english ako. Ay, buisit ka admin. Ewan ko sa'yo. Mother Uranus. Ayan. Josa Pantasha and guys, thank you so much guys. Admin, I think she calls Ayane. It's probably Ayane. Ayan. Well, we'll talk about that. I said, Lee, I told you, value your privacy. Ayan. Okay, Sisi, panahon na. Ayan. And Josa, mega love shout out from Jensky. And they never stop doing things that ganon. Tita Jensky, kumusta ang PM? Oh, ayun pala yun. Diba? Ayun na yun. So, anyways, well, as I've said, Jensky, you need to rest it out, like talking and being in the heat of the moment. I know you just come home from wherever you are. So, I think if you're struggling or having like a hard time, don't drink alcohol. That's one of the things, guys. If you're struggling on something, don't drink alcohol because it's a downer, guys. If you drink alcohol, then you'll get more depressed. Sleep it out. If you can sleep, sleep. Try to rest your mind, or watch a comedy movie. Watch something that would make you not think about it. Play something, read a book, or might as well sleep because it's late. Ayan. So that's the first thing that I would tell to all the people that are having a struggle right now. Rest na muna, ha? Try to rest. Another day tomorrow. It's going to be another day tomorrow. Don't push it. Have a self-care and try to rest it out. Try to sleep on it. You know, wag muna, wag nyo na munang isipin kung ano yung mga pinag-iisipan nyo. May bukas pa, maawa naman kayo sa bukas, di ba? Iniisip nyo na ngayon, paano na bukas? Wala na kayo iisipin. Di ba? Kaya bukas naman, di ba? I can't sleep. I want to end this up. You cannot end it up in a very, like a very weak minded or like not weak, but like you can't understand things, so you have to rest it out. I think that's one of the things, I think, but I don't know what's going on. So yeah, if you can just sleep it out. There's tomorrow, bukas naman, ganon. So I don't know, so I don't know what's going on. So anyways, guys, thank you, Cece, and thank you, Jensky. If you're safe in your own place, then sleep it. If you don't feel safe, then spend it with, friends first. Sleep there, with friends that you trust. I think that's one of the things that I usually do when I feel I couldn't sleep. I go to people that I truly trust And if I don't feel safe, that's what I do. So that's one of the things that I think you should probably, I don't know, because I don't know anything. I don't know what's going on. And so anyways, guys, I'm really, really going to end this live stream. It's already 2:30. It's overtime for me, guys. I hope, Ayan, I hope you did express yourself in the way or whatever way you know how. And thank you to all the people that came here to the Twitch. Ayan, to the Twitch live stream, to my Twitch people. Ayan, thank you for coming to my live stream on Twitch. And of course to YouTube community, thank you for coming as well. I really appreciate you all. I hope the things that you feel like you need to like get out of your chest, I hope kahit papano nakatulong yung 2.5 hours nating pagyayaw-yaw. And next week, we do have next week again. Have a drink with me. It's going to be my treat meal again. So please don't forget that. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe, turn on all notification, and you won't miss any upcoming live stream and uploads. And this Monday, I do always have upload. I do have premieres every Monday. So please do come as well on Monday. If you can, watch those uploads or whatever. If you don't, it's okay. It's fine. So, till next week, guys. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Board Vlogger, Rian's BFF, Sisi Koy, thank you, Jensky, Lee, Harmless, and of course to Henrico. Henrico, if you're still there, thank you for being a part of this live stream. And sino pa nandyan? Ayan, hindi ko na makita yung iba. Ayan, kay Waila Mi, Madam, thank you. And of course, sa mga viewers and sa mga naka-BG dyan, thank you for listening to my very, very talkative voice. Lee, ayan, maybe I'll see you later on Twitch, on live stream, or I'm playing, or whatever. So thank you. Thank you so much, guys. I always do appreciate you all. I try to be better, and I hope we can all get better in our own way, in our community. And that's what's the most important thing, is getting better, even 1% every day. And this is it for me. Thank you, Sisi Koy, and thank you, Sisi Koy, to you again. Bye, guys. Night. Good night. Oyasumi. Otsukaresama deshita. Ayan, at dahil sa channel na ito, kayo ang Bida. Bye-bye, guys. I love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but hitting bottom is the only way to change.
Wow! Congratulations! Wow! Congratulations!